Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and all variations thereof, and welcome to the Thursday stream. We're back with some space engineers. Oh yes, we are. We're back with some space engineers, and I'm dancing. Look at me dance. Look at me go. Look at me spin. Woo! Ha ha ha. Yes, welcome everybody, welcome back to Space Engineers. Today we are doing some build v-build stuff with the Lying in Bedmont. But Lying isn't here right now. They'll be arriving in about an hour-ish. So, in the meantime, I get to show you all the changes that I've made. How's that Ranger archetype research going on, by the way, Lydia? I apologize for asking so early. I won't ask again until the next session. Oh, you think you know what you want? Ooh, fun. Well, send me a little list of the things that you're thinking about at some point. Doesn't have to be today. Take your time. I'm being petty right now. You know what you're doing, you just need to figure out the fine details? I'm curious, Lying, considering we haven't spun the wheel yet. We haven't spun the wheel. So I'm not sure what you mean by that. For your archetype. Oh yes, but you're going Arcane Trickster, aren't you? Lydia's the one I didn't have an archetype for at all. So that's what I was asking about. But yes. Well, Fire, in fairness, this is a build versus build between me and Lying, so you wouldn't get to join in on this chaos anyway. But, you know, maybe one day I'll do a community build versus build. I just noticed that these are missing. Perhaps one day in the future, I will do a community build versus build. That might prove to be interesting. You could be a judge. I mean, chat does often judge these contests. But yes, today we're doing build versus Lying. Lying will be joining us in about an hour-ish, as usual. So in the meantime, I get to show off some stuff. So I've already shown off the Auriga class. I would like to take a quick look over the Gavarone. So this is what we built last build versus build stream last week. This is the Gavarone racing ship. It's essentially the Italian Hornet in various contexts. I don't remember the actual translation for the word Gavarone. It's a form of really big black bee, essentially, or like a really big black hornet of some sort. So yeah, this is the Gavarone. Now, originally, when I was working on this, spell it? Hold on. I think that's correct, but it might have an accent in there somewhere. And good luck Google translating it. Now, since then, I have opted for hydrogen tanks in the wings. I'll just take off the plating on this wing here. So these are the hydrogen tanks that are in the wing of the Gavarone now. I have added an extra 4 hydrogen tanks on each wing. So an extra 4 small hydrogen tanks, plus an extra 2 small hydrogen tanks underneath the hull here. I think that's it. But yeah, we've added a few extra hydrogen tanks to this because fuel efficiency was a bit of a problem in this thing before. Now, the other thing I've done with this particular ship is originally... So one of the things about it is that the cabin has to be pressurized, or it has to have a form of... essentially, it has to have a form of... yeah, pressurized or life support. Thank you, Ryan. So I was looking into this, and I was looking at it, and I was going, okay, well, a hydrogen tank is pretty big, right? But, you know, an O2H2 generator still makes a small amount of hydrogen, and it makes a decent amount of oxygen, and you don't consume nearly as much oxygen as you do hydrogen. So what if, and I just realized it's missing a gyroscope or two as well in this design. I was thinking to myself, well, what if instead of making it a oxygen tank with no hydrogen generator, we make it a hydrogen generator with no oxygen tank. Because it still produces oxygen. As such, it is still pressurized, there is still life support. It just means that it doesn't have an O2 tank. So it has some extra space in there, which allowed me to basically just make it so that I have regenerative hydrogen and an oxygen supply, which actually works kind of well overall. I also have some small cargo in the wings as well, and overall I'm pretty happy with how this looks. I may throw this one up on the workshop at some point, so don't quote me on that, because I've meant to be. I've been trying to put this up on the workshop for the past week, and the only reason I haven't is because I don't have a thumbnail for it yet, and I've been trying to craft a good thumbnail, and I'm not happy with anything I've done so far. So I need to get around to that at some point. So yeah. We made getaway vehicles instead of actual races. Kind of, yeah, lying. Mine had more acceleration, barely, but we did basically make speeders. We made drag racers, essentially, instead of racers, because the turning on either of our ships was we did. I mean, I think I managed pretty well with the maneuverability, with my 7 small hydrogens on each side, my large hydrogen thruster at the front, and I didn't give it that much upwards and downwards thrust, but it was enough. It was enough that I didn't go speeding too far past the rings. So I actually managed to complete the course, unlike you. However, I do admit that mine had fuel efficiency problems, but I think this should solve it, along with the 2 hydrogen tanks that are under here now as well. Oh. Huh. My landing gear's vanished. Interesting. I completed it, just not inside the rings or in the right direction, so you didn't complete it. Okay. Anyway, I'll get back to that later. For now, the thing that I most want to show everybody right now is the retrofit of the Bob. So, for those of you who are unaware, the Bob was the extra large cargo ship that me and Line competed in construction of. So I built the Bob. And the Bob is this thing. Let it load in. There we go. I'm not going to paste it, but this is the Bob. It is massive. It is ugly as sin. I was not happy with this. Yes, the Bob was defeated by the Sisyphus. This is true. I conceded on that one because this thing is ugly. I do not like it at all. However, I did a retrofit. And by a retrofit, I mean I took it apart and redesigned it from the ground up. And this is what I have now. This is the Taurus. And let's get a bit more light on this, shall we? There we go. This is the Taurus class extra large cargo transport ship. It comes equipped with 34 large cargo containers, a jump drive, 8 cryopods, a survival kit, a bridge, kitchen area, bathrooms, and 8 individual crew quarters, as well as a full hydrogen supply and extra solar panels and an oxygen farm set up on the ring. And the ring spins. No pool? It's a cargo ship, Dragon Reaper. Realistically, you wouldn't put a pool on a cargo ship. But you know, be able to fit one. Now, this particular ship isn't actually finished. This particular ship is missing a few bits and pieces. So, one of the things that I wanted to do was I wanted to put a hinge on this block here so that this section of the solar panels on the top and lower halves raises by 25 degrees. This is what the company puts on the advertising copy. The actual production model has like half the features and a third of the paint. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong lying, but that's kind of what, like, this is in the same line, honestly. It's in the same line as the Neon Lobster. I'm confused by this, but sure. It's essentially the same color scheme. Almost. And it's got the same sort of style. This is probably constructed by the same company that makes this. So yeah. And these should be more like that, realistically speaking. No. There you go. But yeah, so this here is basically constructed by the same company that makes this. To the point where this large ship actually has Taurus and Lobster. Shall we say the company is Astrologian Outer Space? The company is Ghost Industries, obviously. Ghost Industries Ltd. As the name plating actually states. GIL, Taurus. But the interesting thing about this ship is that it actually has a shuttle bay. I'm very happy with both of these, actually. So far, these have been my favorite ships that I've managed to make during a build. Hold on, let me see if this will actually, ooh, God, fit. Yeah. I know, I'm piloting this in reverse at the moment. A cargo hauler with a shuttle bay? That's definitely not in the production model. I mean, it's an optional accessory, you know? Usually it's just a, like, storage bay. but it has a shuttle bay if needed. Let me see if this will actually fit. Oh, there we go. Okay. Connect the 2. Switch lock. 7. And there we go. That actually fits really well. I'm really happy with that. But yeah, so we have a shuttle bay. The shuttle bay door is the option. Yeah, I guess. Or like the more like the interior of the shuttle bay is the option. Like the door is still there, but like this entire system of like the connector on the floor and all of that. What was that? Weird. Is, you know, like optional. So let's head on in. So yeah, that's the shuttle bay, and I think the shuttle bay looks pretty good, honestly. You lock that up on the door. This is the maintenance bay, undecorated as of yet. When this goes up on the workshop, this will be decorated. This is the ring section. We'll get to that in a minute. This is the engineering bay with the main reactor. You have the engineers' cryopods, the emergency cryopods for the engineers in here as well, along with some lockers. Cargo access on the stairs there. You have the engineering crew quarters here. So all of that there. And then you have the main cryo storage bay up here, along with the survival kit and some crew lockers once more. Then we head along here. So we have, this is the bridge crew, sort of crew compartment space. It's dark-ish in here. It's not too bad. And then we have, these are the airlock bays, essentially, or the airlock approximation. This is mainly like a mess hole / crew storage type thing. What I actually need to do in here is I need to put a count. I need to put a like that. In orange? In orange, why not? Actually, how do these look in orange? Oh, let's give it a splash of color, and then between the couches, because I'm relatively certain we can connect to the back of them, we put a panel because it needs it. And now we have space for the crew to actually sit down and get dressed and stuff. Taurus crew died, reason 8 without a table. They have a table. They have a table lying. They have plenty of counter space actually in here. The kitchen is really well stocked actually. You've got like plant beds, you've got the counter over here, you've got cooking station, you've got sink, hygiene actually. And you have the toilets here, which are right next to the bridge. I probably need to put some toilets down near the engineering section, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. Something to think about, methinks. I'll figure that out at some point. And this is the bridge section, with a nice view of this entire thing, which is Absolutely fantastic. Look at that. Look at that. So let's go back through. We have programmable blocks on the bridge as well. One for the thrusters on the ring to actually work with. Does this ship... No. This ship does not fit within the build space for the challenge. Technically speaking, if you remove the ring section, which it doesn't need to complete the build challenge, it would. But because of the ring section, it does not anymore. It's the ring section is too large for it to fit within the build area. So this is a refit, this is a completely ground up redesign of the Bob, now named the Taurus. The arms might be too wide for the build area as well. It's a very tight squeeze, I think. Though in fairness, after a little while, I stopped designing this in the build area because I started designing the ring section, so I needed to move it out, and after that I designed the arms. So, don't know. It might be that they don't fit. I have no idea. Anyway, yeah. So each cabin has a bed, a shower, and a locker. Pretty good for like a cargo hauler, I think. And then if we head back to here, we have, as I said before, the cryo bay. The ship has enough cabins and cryopods for a crew of 8 total, which is pretty decent, if I do say so myself. Lovely. Right. Okay, so, what else do we have? This is the main reactor for the system. There are batteries in the floor. There are batteries throughout the whole ship, to be honest. The ring section holds hydrogen supply. It holds most of the hydrogen supply. Although there is some hydrogen in the main ship, most of the hydrogen is on the outer ring section. Then you have the solar panels, you have the oxygen farms, you also have the main ship cargo, essentially, and a variety of other bits and pieces. This area I need to decorate. It is a little bare as of yet. One of the things that I had an utter time with is this room here. So this room is basically made of slabs or panels, which means that getting buttons or anything in here was actually a real challenge, which is why this looks so weird. This is a small grid panel mounted on a large grid rotor, just so that I could have a button panel. Ah, fun times. And the same on the outside here, because I wanted something that was flush with the floor, essentially. So I'm pretty happy with it overall, I think. Pretty happy with it. I'm going to quickly turn my gain down. Currently at... let's put it to... 2. Yeah. There we go. That should be a little bit better. I shouldn't peak my audio. Hoisted by my own Picard? Hey, no, I managed to... I managed to make that work to my advantage, I think. It looks pretty good. The jump drive is located in the ceiling just above the... if we look through here, you can just about see it, actually. There's the jump drive. It's actually in the ceiling above the engineering crew quarters. This definitely exceeds the weapon limit for the challenge. I had so much surface space that I just started to put weapons where they would work, essentially. And so it definitely exceeds the weapon limit. There's probably 9 or 10 turrets all over this craft total. But honestly, like, a lot of this exceeds the challenge, and this wasn't built for the challenge at the end of the day. built after the challenge. So yeah. I'd say this is more of a cargo ship than a colony ship, Lang. It doesn't have enough. Well, it probably has enough storage space for a colony, but I wouldn't want to put a colony in this. Like, there's not really enough for a colony and cargo. So this is the main cargo system. And I'm actually really happy with this because this is still the same deployable cargo idea that I had previously. Hey, Luca. So all of these cargo modules are connected to a small connection point in these sort of arms. Let me get out of here. Which then have parachutes on either side, batteries to run everything, to make sure everything runs properly. And when this ship enters a gravity well, it can disconnect one of these cargo pods and drop it to the surface. Today's a good day to suffer. I hope you build well. We shall see. We shall see. My frames haven't dropped an iota today, so I'm hopeful. My internet seems to be pretty stable today. But yeah, so this whole ship, obviously it still has a little bit more work to be done before it's workshop ready. But your frames haven't dropped, but I can't join. I'll see if I can. I think I figured out why it's doing it, but it does mean that I'll have to recreate the world. It's kind of annoying, but I'll get to that in a minute. So yeah, I am pretty happy with this ship. As I said, I still need to do a little bit of work here and there to get it workshop ready, to throw up on the workshop, like the shuttle bay and stuff. That's mainly stuff that I need to rework. But other than that, I am pretty happy with this. It looks pretty damn good, if I do say so myself. I also want to build in that sort of hinged solar panel design, because the solar panels are fine unless this ship is directly facing towards or away from the sun, in which case none of them work. So I would like them to be able to lift on a 25-degree angle so that they can actually get some sunlight and stuff. So yeah, I am going to very quickly do a Control B on this so that we have a blueprint. And then I'm going to exit to main menu, and I'm going to create a new world. So that hopefully Lion can join. Because I think I've figured out the issue. It's an annoying issue that I can't really get around, unfortunately. Give me a star system start in creative with friends enabled, advanced, enable sun rotation, block limits off, enable air tightness, yes, enable spectator, in-game scripts, yes, enable no, spiders, super reading, nope, mods. Give me weapon core. Games that simulate reality breaking in very unreality-like ways are funny. They can be. They can be. We'll grab that. We'll grab that. We'll grab this. And we'll grab that. We'll put that to the top. Then we will grab build info and build vision. Yeah, there we go. We will grab space, just got real, and undo. Those will do nicely. Did I read that lying tweet correctly? I don't know, Zen. I don't know what lying tweeted. Add aerodynamic physics, which we will put to the top in the load order. AQD no armor edges because the armor edges look gross. It's 3 to 5 of 11 rounds. I only need one more to win the contest. This will be the 9th. Yes, this is true. It's 3 to 5 of 11 rounds. Well, no, Aluka. Wait, what? Hold on. Lying, what? Lying, what did you tweet? Hold on. I'm going to Twitter to check this. I'm going to Twitter to check exactly what you tweeted. Because I am confused. For round 9 of 11! Oh my god! Lying! Oh my god! You can't tweet that! I'm kidding. Lying loose. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I just find it funny. I need HUD modern and fancy. And I also need rich HUD master and text HUD API. Okay, so throw that to the top and that to the top. Yep, that should be everything. Okay. Build versus build. New. Round 9. There we go. And that's in creative. With friends. Start. Okay. Do. Oh no, I've run out of tea. I'm gonna have to go make myself a cup in a minute. Once I get this world up and running, and hopefully Lying will be able to join this time. Fingers crossed. We shall see. I have to keep working. I cannot be making 9/11 jokes right now. See ya. Good luck, Aluka. Good luck. Okay. Sure, we'll respawn in medical room on the moon. Okay. That can disappear. And this can go. And this can go. Info, factions, edit. Actually, leave. Yes. Actually, join. There we go. Leave. Create. I.L.F. Go. Give me my gear. Give me my red. Give me my gold. Give me my gold. Okay. Okay. Except everyone. Right, now... Where do we want to go? Where's Mars? They're connected. Lying. Really now? Is this Mars? Oh yeah, it is Mars. Where's Mars's moon? There's Mars's moon. That's it. Okay. And let's paste in the construction station. Construction station 1797. Yes. Oh no, no, I can't. I need the other mod. I need the last mod that I forgot. I knew I'd forgotten something. I need federal utilities. No game. Edit settings. Mods. Were you downloading the mods, Lying? Sorry. Federal utilities. There we go. You won't miss something. Hopefully that shouldn't cause any issues. Oh dear. Fingers crossed. You and your ding-dang mods. Would it surprise you to know that they're causing the connection issues we've been having? Okay. Loading, please wait. Okay. Let's do this. Show me the moon. Show me la moon. Okay. Construction station number 7. Copy to clipboard. Just uninstall mods and play with programmable blocks enabled like a normal human being. Programmable blocks are enabled, Lying. There we go. Okay. Right, you should have an area to spawn in line. Go wild, I guess. Join at your leisure, rather. Don't go wild. That's a bad idea. And in the meantime, I will spawn in my Taurus again. Oh, no, it's still called Bob, isn't it? Still called Bob. Bob V2-5. Copy to clipboard. There you go. Okay. Right. While we wait for Line, who is actually in chat, while while we wait for lying, I want to do some stuff. Right. This one needs to go. This set needs to go. Take that off. Should mean that both of these are disconnected. Of course I've got mods. Why wouldn't I have mods then, is the better question. In what world, in what universe do you think I wouldn't have mods? Load the main bar. And give me a rotor. Alright, I also need to do this. Quick. I need to refresh my... I wish there was just a, like, save paints button, so that you can just save all your paints from a specific world and import them every time. That would be so much easier, Key. You know? So much easier. Okay, so negative facing forward. And then on the bottom, once again, negative facing forward. Okay. Now, what we can actually do is we can attach no, we can't. Wait, what? Is that right? Hold on.
And the time is now 10 minutes to the hour, and Lying still can't log in.
Wait, really? Oh, for fuck's sake. Sorry, Lying.
Still
I'm
joining.
still stuck on joining.
Uh-huh.
But you managed to get into the racetrack
mods
the other day, right?
I mean, yeah, but apparently not now.
I am very confused.
Netcode is a tricky beast.
Netcode is giving me a headache. Such a big headache, in fact. What if I just loaded us into the racetrack? I wonder if that will work.
Definitely had no trouble with the racetrack.
Okay. Load game. Space race. Edit settings.
The problem is the mods, he says. Let's try loading up a vanilla map. Proceeds to add mods to the vanilla map.
Well, it's not technically the mods that are the problem, it's the netcode interacting with the mods in a specific way sometimes they'll work and sometimes they won't. But it's always worlds that a person has logged into before, that they have been able to log into before with the mods. So I have no clue, honestly.
All I'm hearing is that this would work much more reliably if we didn't have mods involved.
Yeah, probably. But then it would be a lot less fun.
Debatable. It's a lot more fun for you. It's a handicap for me.
I mean, the way the past few sessions have gone, I would not say that's accurate.
Just because I haven't completely steamrolled you does not mean it's not a handicap.
You have completely steamrolled me, though.
I could have won entirely by now.
Uh-huh.
Instead, you've got 3 points on your belt.
I suppose so.
I could have won 2 rounds ago. Instead, I had to fiddle-faddle with all your weird mods and all the, like, guns that have, like, millimeter designations that I've never heard of.
Okay, loading the race world. I don't know what the settings are on the race world, actually. I hope that they have, What thing is turned off? Okay, race world is loaded. Player connected, lion.
Downloading mods.
Okay, so it is actually working now.
1.8 gigabytes.
Yeah, that's not that bad.
One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind, one surprisingly tricky netcode problem. And
While you do that, I'm going to take a quick nip around the race track.
Yeah, just don't just don't max out your speed or you'll never get through it.
Too late, I already did.
It's too easy to do, really.
Ooh, that was way too close to the surface of an asteroid.
Which would you prefer, the surface of an asteroid or the interior surface of...
No, wait. Huh.
Are you going the wrong way? What?
No, I'm not going the wrong way, but it did look for a second like someone had clipped one of the rings and broken it. But it was just the shadows.
wonder if it would have been better to just make, like, a cube where every side has the exact same thrust.
I mean, probably, but that's kind of boring, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very boring, but it would have been a much more effective racer than what we made.
I mean, here's the thing. A cube would be much more effective in every scenario that we have done so far.
Except for when we're grading by aesthetics, yes.
Yes, exactly.
Depending on what you think of the whole cube, anyways.
I mean, it's a cube. There's not really much to think about it. Ooh. Well,
and yet it does so much thinking. And space engineers crashed. Interesting.
Oh. That's not my fault.
Uh-huh.
I don't think it's my fault.
SpongeBob voice. It was their fault.
Ah! Well, you can definitely tell it was made of light armor.
You crashed it, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. It splintered into shrapnel.
Did it disintegrate?
Kind of, yeah. The only thing that's left is the braking thruster.
Well, evidently that didn't work.
Oh, and one fin. One of the wings survived. And the braking thruster.
The braking thruster, which clearly broke.
Yes, a little bit. The rest of it just shattered on impact, by the looks of it.
Oh, neat. I can see you
and
running around.
one small
in this
antenna
moment.
piece. Oh.
Lord,
when-
summer plans.
Well, we're not racing per se, Zen. We're using this world because it actually works for connection.
Ish.
Ish. Oh, you're in. Nice. You gonna take her for a spin line?
No. Try Hawker.
Would you like me to get rid of the doors?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, well, they're gone anyway, so...
Right. I'm gonna go grab myself some tea.
Fair enough. I'm gonna go put the kettle on, actually. So, we will be right back, chat. I have my kappa, and now I'm actually gonna get back to work on the ship that I've been trying to work on for the past God knows how long. Bob, show me Bob. Also, hello chat again. Hello. I return. So yes, well, actually, I'll need to paste in the build station as well, won't I? Yeah, probably. Fuck! I knew there was gonna be a problem. I knew there was gonna be a problem! Block limit. Block limits. That's what the problem is. Block limits! Ah! God damn it. I knew there was gonna be a problem. There always is. Golden Grace. And it says it is. Mods. No, not mods, not mods, not mods. Advanced. Block limits. Off. Okay. Okay. Load. If you are listening to this lying, I had to restart the world because the PC limit was not unlimited. So I had to turn off block limits. Because those are annoying. You shall be painting in paint as you listen. Fair enough, Lydia. Wait, what is this? Oh. There's a small set of pips. Interesting. You can go. You can go. You can go. You can go. You can go as well. Is there any more? Doesn't look like it. Oh, there is cobalt ore, apparently. Intriguing. Okay. You keep blowing Sliver's mind with the art you make in paint for some reason? I mean, from what I've seen, Lydia, it's pretty good. So I'm not surprised. Alright. Show me Bob. Bob version 5. There. There we go. Now we can paste Bob. Hi, Bob. Right, we were working on this section, but we found out, sadly. Oh wait. So you can So, wait, what? Is it just that it can't be on a hinge? Why is that a thing? Oh, it just can't be on a hinge, period. That's weird. Huh. I guess what we could do... Yeah. Alright. Let's do that then. So if we put that there, and then do the same thing there. You could say it's a little unhinged. Really, Lydia? Really? I expected better of you. I really didn't. I really didn't. It's a little annoying, but it's nothing I can't work around. Just means that I'll have to do a little bit of adjustment. Couldn't help yourself? Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. So, realistically speaking, what I'll need to do is... I will need to grab a plate, a battered armor skin, and drag that across here. For every part. Then we delete that so that this section is no longer connected. We take away the upper section of this and this.
Lucians, you there?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay, where are you?
In the racing world.
Yes.
You disconnected because I had to restart the world because PCU limits were turned on.
No, I'm here. I'm by the
Okay.
cutfish.
Oh, okay.
I'm underneath the massive Taurus that you've made. That is
yeah, I'm right next
clearly.
to it.
You made this because you are dissatisfied with your heavy hauler, and that is very clearly not even a little bit like within our challenge ratings.
No,
Echo?
it's
Is
not.
it Lucian echoing or? One sec, I know what that is.
Like, it is nowhere near the challenge rating of our haulers. Kind of intentionally, in fairness. But, like...
Lucian should know more echo.
Like,
Yeah,
at the end
exactly.
of the day, I am fully aware that it is not anywhere near the challenge rating, as it were, of our original hauler designs. But in
Not
fairness...
even a little. It's too big. It's got too many weapons.
Yeah, but in fairness, like, what I was attempting with this was not stay within the limits of the challenge, it was fix the god-awful ship that I made the last time I did this. So... And I think I did a pretty decent job, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, I think it looks
It's-
pretty damn good.
It's a good-looking ship, even if it is massive overkill.
Yeah.
And I still say that it is more or less just a colony ship than anything else.
I think a
Like,
colony ship needs at least, like, 30 cryopods in it.
Or, counterpoint, 8 main crew and a whole ton of embryos on ice.
Yeah, but embryos
Like,
aren't
you could
really
have
a
a lot
thing
more-
in Space
You
Engineers,
could have
so...
a lot more than 30 embryos in that.
Maybe. But you also need to account for building supplies and seeds and all of that sort of thing.
And I'm staring at how many cargo did you say this had?
34.
Yeah. 34 large cargo.
Okay, no. It has 24 deployable cargo and 10 inbuilt cargo. So...
And you think that's not enough space to, like, start a colony?
Honestly, no. I think a colony ship needs a lot more than that.
Severe disagree. Severe disagree. Anyways, it was me that... Was it me that spun last time? I think it was.
You did spin last time.
Okay, well, decide how you lose then.
Decide how I lose? Are you truly that confident?
I mean, it's 5-3, and we win it, and I win at 6, so,
yeah,
pretty confident,
enough,
If it's a combat mission, it's pretty much guaranteed I win.
Fair enough, we'll see. Okay. Display capture. Let us spin the wheel! And see where it lands. We have... Nope, we've already...
I have an ad.
Welding ship, so no. We've done that. So I'm just gonna veto that immediately.
Yeah. Give me like 30 seconds to get through this ad read, because why would I be sub to you?
Okay. Dropship combat.
Didn't we already do dropships?
We did already do dropships, so we can veto that if you want.
I think so.
Okay, remove.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Frigate.
Okay, goodbye, Uber Eats.
Or destroyer. Frigate. Probably not.
A combat challenge is what you're saying.
Well, do we really want to do a frigate again? I think we've done a frigate before.
You're the one with like veto control of all this. I would say if it's something we've already done.
Okay, if it's something we've already done, I'll veto it. And see what we get next.
We haven't done drones before. Of any kind.
Mining ship.
Sure, we can do mining ships.
Okay,
I'm down for mining ships.
Alright. Okay, a mining ship it is.
Alright, we don't have the space station.
I can paste that in real quick. Give me a second.
So do we want this to be small or large grid?
Ooh.
Because there is an extremely big difference between the two.
It's a good question.
I think either way, I will not win if I build the red dwarf.
I mean, you could, but
I could, but it would be it's just a big old blocky shape with tons of greebles on the outside. It's not very interesting. It's not even entirely clear how that ship mines.
I think it's like a neutron laser or something. I don't know.
I don't think it's ever discussed.
No, well, they never mine anything, so you know.
Yeah. Well, admittedly, because there's like a crew of what, 4 for the majority of this series?
The rest of the crew died to solar radiation or a radiation leak. I can't quite remember what it was.
A radiation leak from like the reactors, I think.
Radiation leak from the reactor. There we go. Space station is in place.
Oh, yep, so it is. Nice. Top burner right here.
I'll leave the Taurus here for now. I'll work on that later.
Okay. Yes, I am.
Okay. We can... Okay, so are we saying large grid or small grid?
I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
Do we want to say... small grid? Maybe? Mind you, we did a small grid ship last stream, so...
Yeah, and I think we did large before that.
Yeah, so we could do a large grid mining.
Yeah, large grid mining sounds fine to me.
Large grid mining, alright, so... Let's grab a brief board. Large grid Large grid reef mining. Okay, so large grid. What else?
Needs to have mining drills. I think that's straightforward.
Obviously, but are we going to put a limit on how many drills it can have?
I mean, let's start by choosing like an actual bay for where we're going to build this, because we can go with,
I
like,
think these medium
big.
bays.
Yeah, we
these
can go
ones
for
here should
medium,
be
or we can go
fine.
like ridiculously big, that kind of thing.
Like these bays here should be fine, right?
I would say so. Yeah. But let me see here. If I bring up. Do I seriously not have this in a blueprint? There you are.
Need me to move out the way?
No, I think I've got it. Ish. Okay, this thing might be a little too big. Right.
Whoa.
That is the last like large grid miner I built, the lad.
Okay.
This was a tunnel bore design. This feels like a meaningful size reference, and it mostly
So
fits
9
inside
drills.
of that space. Well, this was built to like bore entirely through an asteroid, so I don't know that this is necessarily represented.
No, I'd say for a large grid mining vessel, this is pretty representative, actually, I'd say. So we'll say 9. Shall we say 9 drills as the maximum amount of drills you can put on it?
Yeah, we'll cap it at 9, but we can have lower.
Nine drill cap. Okay. Okay, since it's large grid, crew quarters 3.
I mean, this can run on 1. But
Yes.
It was
but
built
you have
under,
to
under
take
that
into account overhead and safety. So I'd say a crew of 3.
Yeah, sure. Crew of 3.
Yeah. Okay. What else? Storage requirements.
I'm gonna say at least 1 large cargo.
Okay.
But probably more. Like this has quite a few.
Okay, minimum 1 large cargo.
Yeah.
Okay, as it's a large grid drill, do we say space only doesn't need to be gravitational?
Absolutely. If we go gravitational, this will get really, really absurd. Also, there even... yeah, there are planets over here.
Are there? Oh, so there are.
Yeah, I can see the Earth. I can see planet Dirt over there.
Okay, what else is this gonna need, do we think?
Do we want to say jump drive, or do we actually want these things to be able to go fast?
I don't think a mining ship requires a jump drive. I think it's a mining vessel, not a transport vessel. It'd probably hook up to a transport vessel if it was gonna jump, you know?
Correct. Just, this one has a jump drive.
Yes, but like I don't think it needs a jump drive, and it also needs like crew space for at least 3 people, including like quarters and everything. Speaking of which, if we're thinking about this as like a long-term drilling platform, probably need like kitchen, toilet, stuff like that.
Right. Just gonna make sure they're not facing the same way as the drills are coming in. Don't want poop on your roll.
Kitchen, toilets. Okay. What else? What else do we need?
Does that seem like enough for you?
I
Do we want to set a speed minimum?
a speed
not,
minimum.
0 to 60 in under 5 hours.
Probably not.
Chat?
I
Can
don't-
you think of anything? Or detector? Oh, that's a good idea.
Or yes, definitely or detector.
Absolutely.
And survival kit.
Yes. Need a first aid box.
Or detector, survival kit. Okay. I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I would tend to agree. Onboard refineries? Do we say those are necessary, or should those be?
I'd say those.
Oh.
I'd say they're necessary. Like at least one onboard refinery. Okay. So, ore detector, survival kit, refinery. Anything else?
That seems like everything. Firebird says basic refinery. I don't know that that's necessarily true. I mean, if you're leaving this thing
I
in
think
deep
we could
space as a
probably
monster
fit a
platform,
full refinery in there.
a full refinery would be at base. Yes, but a full refinery may also be necessary for repairs.
Yes, this is true. Does that? Are we thinking assembler then as well?
Oh yeah, right. Like this is going to be a working class vessel. It's going to get dinged up real easy.
Yeah,
If
so it's going to need an assembler.
Doesn't need to have like a full high-end self-repair kind of setup or anything. Doesn't need a 3D printer, but it does need to be able to.
It needs to be able to
for
make
its
the
own
components
repairs.
it needs to repair. Yeah. I think that is pretty much everything it needs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does this need to be a tunnel bore? Because the lad over there is a tunnel bore.
I don't think it needs to be a tunnel bore, but like most mining ships will be set up in a similar way. Like.
If one gets broke, it won't get. Oh, that's not necessarily a very polite turn of
I mean,
phrase.
I think
Firebird,
the
but I understand what
amount.
you mean.
I think the amount of like refineries and assemblers is up to the builder, honestly.
Yeah.
Like,
I
but
think
we do have a space limit, so you know.
Yeah. We do have a volume capacity here. So yeah, I think that's probably fine.
Yeah, I'd say that's everything it needs.
Yeah.
Okay. All right then. Hour 30 minutes.
90-minute cap I can do. Where's my phone? It's in my pocket, of course. Okay. How else would the FBI track? Can't remember any other words that would mean similar. Up a creek, I guess is effectively what you're trying to say. Alright, 90 minutes. Go.
Okay.
Up you go.
This is my spot. Also,
Hey.
I'm looking at references.
Fine.
Okay. Time to look at some references, chat. Oh, a lot of these mining ships were built in Space Engineers.
Who could imagine?
It's kind of funny, to be honest.
Unsurprising, I feel.
Okay.
Pretty. Okay. Right. Reference images. What have we got? I do like the kind of cantilever design. looks nice. Most of these results are either Space Engineers or Star Citizen.
Yeah, I switched out for mining ship sci-fi, and it seems to have eliminated most of the Space Engineers results. So that's
implying
good.
that Space Engineers isn't sci-fi.
I mean, it is, but also it Google's search DuckDuckGo's search results eliminated.
DuckDuckGo?
Yeah, I use DuckDuckGo as my search engine.
Okay.
Weird,
but you're allowed to be wrong. Right.
What do you use?
Google. Like a normal human being.
I mean, DuckDuckGo is, actually somewhat more accurate to what I want to look for most of the time, so... Whereas Google just gives me random search results these days, which isn't helpful.
That's cute. I have no idea how this thing is meant to function. It looks cute.
I think... Ooh. That could be cool, but I don't think I...
Do you know how you'd build it? I guess is the next thing.
I'm looking at it and going, okay, this is kind of cool, but it's more like an asteroid grabber than a mining ship. Oh look, Red Dwarf.
Why don't you filter it out, sci-fi?
No, I filtered in sci-fi. I filtered out space.
Okay.
That could be kind of cool.
That is very pretty, but I'm pretty sure that's Prometheus.
Okay.
And I will never be building Prometheus.
Okay, I have a few ideas. Hey, Booked.
Oh yeah,
hey, Lord Grayscale.
There's Red Dwarf, alright.
Okay, I have a few ideas. I'm gonna delete your mining ship here. Fine, I don't mind. Just so that I have some space, some visual space to work with. And I'm not drawing inspiration from your creation, essentially.
Now, there's an idea.
Consider I like my data also? Yes, Booked. That is fair. DuckDuckGo for life. Or, at least for general stuff.
Okay, I think I have an idea.
Oh?
I think I have an idea. And it almost definitely will win on style points, we'll see.
Alright, that sounds confident.
My brain may have just blanked on what button opens the toolbar constantly.
G.
I know, I should guess it. Still. Okay. Okay.
I see. You are starting to enjoy the Dolls of New Albion, Booked. I am glad. I am very glad. I was sucked into it for a while as well. For context, Booked recently showed me a band called The Mechanisms, and a particular album of theirs that is called The Bifrost Incident. And I got sucked into that, and I very much enjoyed it, so I have returned the favor in kind. Oh. Okay.
I want this there. And I'm going to need... It's going to end up being... maybe. Okay, let's go with that. And... possibly...
I'm looking at these reference pictures and I'm just going... I like some of these, but some of these... some of these styles I will not be able to replicate.
Well, you don't have to replicate them, just, like,
no,
take
but,
inspiration from.
The visual style I'm going, I really like it. I will not be able to do it. let's start with what I originally wanted to start with.
Some of these mod pods do not understand their own rotation.
Hmm?
They're mirroring, but on the wrong in like perfectly.
Yeah,
exact same rotation.
some Space Engineers pieces just do that, and it's really annoying.
No, this is a modded piece. So.
Oh, is it? Which one?
Yeah.
Here's something to think about.
Mm-hmm.
The modules on the refineries.
Well, how much power do you plan to have, really?
Well, I'm thinking of going for power efficiency modules and yield modules. So they're not going to be fast, but, you know.
Okay, that is already pushing the width availability here. I think I'm good. Get some power into this thing and stabilize it.
I think I'm also pushing the width availability, actually.
Inevitable, really.
Yeah.
Right, you... Yes, you're moving it quite a bit, actually. Okay, alright, let's get some thrusters on this thing so I can just make it a station.
Someone reminded me the song Amino exists earlier, and I'm tempted to have Ingvar hum it next time they go drinking. Lovely. Ooh, that's a good question. Do I use the normal assembler or the industrial assembler?
Entirely up to you, I think.
Yeah, it is, but I'm like, which one of these would look better? I'm kind of tempted to go for the industrial assembler. But it takes up a lot more space.
What in all heaven is a Helios plasma rifle?
Hmm? Oh, that's a gun.
I mean, yeah, that part I got.
That is Arix's weapons system. The mod is actually designed by a trans mod developer. So, guns for trans people, essentially.
Well, I have heard that that's a vital thing that we're missing is more firepower. I need gyros on this thing for sure. Okay. Hold still. Come on. There. Station. It's at a really funky angle right now, but station.
Okay. Yield modules don't do anything on assemblers, right?
On assemblers, no.
Yeah, I thought as much.
They're purely they're purely just for like they're purely just for like refineries, I think. Ugh. Filters, why? go in and manually change these around. Okay, that one's good. This one probably won't be. That one definitely isn't. Okay. Now here's a question, chat. Do I put a piston in this mix? Look, it's hard to make a good... it's really hard to make a good mining vessel unless you get into, like, really, really tempting clang.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of unavoidable. Okay. Sticky bit is facing that way. The drill's going to face them all different ways, but oh well, que sera. Good. Any kind of indicator on these things? None that I can see. Okay. Just trial and error then. Okay.
That could work. Could work.
Could being the operative word, yes.
Yep.
Okay, there we go. I'm actually going to set those to be...
The question I'm thinking is, do I want to go with my age-old hydrogen, or do I want to try something different for a change?
I feel like you're pretty much inevitably going to go with hydrogen. Like, a lot of hydrogen. Like, probably way too much hydrogen. Because you don't know any better.
I kind of feel like that's going to be the case as well.
Inevitable.
Perhaps.
Sentinel smart gun. Oh. Is block damage on?
Not a...
You crashed
yes,
into
yes,
something
it is.
earlier, so it must be.
Yes, it is.
I don't like that I just removed a block and this thing this now just shifted like half a meter to the left. What? Don't like that. Not fond of this. Become unsilly, please.
Become unsilly? Are refineries pressurizable?
Yes and no.
Yes. They are on certain faces, so I'm assuming
Yes.
the rear sides and the back. Okay. I can work with that. Here's another sudden question that has occurred to me. Do I want to mount my refineries on a subgrid?
Uh,
Probably not.
hmm. Let's not go too silly here. Anymore? Don't need that anymore. Probably might need that. Okay. Now becomes the arduous thing of figuring out if, in fact, they included the piece I need.
What is the piece you need?
A very particular kind of slope joint.
Hmm.
One that you would think exists. But can I find it is the next question.
Answer? Probably. Oh.
There you are. Found it.
Nice.
Hooray!
Congrats.
Nope. Is that there? No, it is not. But perhaps that. There you are. Beautiful. Okay, I need to festoon this thing with gyroscopes.
Festoon?
Festoon. Just absolutely festoon this.
Incredible. Hey, Raze. Oh my good god!
Whoa.
Thank you for the 900 bits, Raze! Good grief. Thank you very much. Welcome to being in the lead on the leaderboard, I guess.
Again.
Many bits. Thank you for the many bits.
Many
Good
bits
God.
left side.
Gotta stay in the lead. It's not hard. There's not that many people that throw bits at me like that. Thank you very much. Oh, goodness. Here comes the question.
Oh.
Do I want to use beams all over this thing?
I asked for height.
I'm just looking at it and going, beams. Many beams.
Okay, that should be enough for me to be able to move this thing. Convert to ship is not possible. Why not? What is wrong with you? Why won't you? I don't see anything wrong with you. Oh, is it? Because that's... that might be it. Okay. It might think the drill head is too close to the station. Fine. I'll do it the hard way.
Ooh, oh, that's in the correct place. The incorrect place, rather.
Now, I
Ooh,
definitely
this,
want to
actually.
have custom landing gear on this, I think.
Actually, that is a point. Landing gear.
Well, if you build it tunnel bore style, it doesn't really matter, but if you want it to be, like, just parked, then you need it to have landing gear, right?
Hmm.
Just park it drill first. I guess, strictly speaking, if these are large grid, they can just be made of, they can just be turned into stations. But,
Yeah.
you know, it's nice to know that even if stations are turned off, that you can still park safely.
Also true.
The hard part, really, for me, is building the landing gears in such a way that the drills can't get rid of them.
Hmm. You know you should never say that, Lydia. Now, inevitably, something is going to go horribly wrong. Hmm. Yes,
I've discovered
mining
a
ship.
drill
We are building large grid mining vessels with full refining and assembling capabilities.
Or at least that's the hope.
That is the hope, yes. I think I'm going to go for a bit of redundancy on my ore detectors.
Yeah, I think I can move these in. Okay, alright. That's the way the pointy bit has to be. Highly technical term here.
The pointy bit.
The pointy bit.
I'm wondering if I should make this out of heavy armor, actually.
Really? That seems...
In case of any collisions, you know? Rocks bouncing off the hull and stuff. And it's probably over the top.
there.
I mean, at least at the moment, my network is incredibly stable for a change.
Yeah.
It's lovely.
I mean, you say that, but it still took us a while to, like, get things working.
Yes, but in fairness, that's due to space engineers, not due to my network. That's good.
There we go.
Now introducing the pointy bit. Yes.
How well does Clang like this if I set this to -90?
The answer will probably be no.
Pretty alright, actually.
Fair enough.
Granted, this is on a station, but they're not sharing inertia tensor, and they appear to be a little cage. Lord only knows what it'll think when it's turned back into a ship, at least.
Same underneath. And we have upwards and downwards thrust.
That's good. And more detector there. It doesn't make any sense, it's fine. Alright. There was one large cargo at least, wasn't it?
At minimum one large, yes.
Right.
So I'm thinking it might... I'm not sure I'll be able to fit two, actually, now that I think about it. Maybe. We've got plenty of small. I'm kind of using small cargo as, like, conveyor junctions. Because I might as well. Honestly.
That's about the altitude I want this to be at by default, and then I can have some pistons involved to make these actually extend. Yeah. Is this feature creep? Who knows? It's me, so probably.
More than likely.
I do need to make sure. Cursor out. How far down do they go compared to this? Is the answer not far enough? I put landing gear there, maybe? Large mag plate's gonna be huge compared to this, so don't think so. No, that is just ridiculous, actually. That's just really funky looking. That's gonna work.
Not sure that I like this, actually. No, I don't like this. I want something different. I think I'll work on the design of the grill last on this.
Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of leaving the pivotal feature to the end, isn't it?
Yes, but also there's a lot more that I need to figure out before I get to that.
Drill is literally the most important feature.
Yeah. I don't deny that. It's just I think that I probably have some other stuff that I need to do before I get to that.
Okay, this looks hilarious and I love it.
Good for you. I think I'm gonna take some inspiration from my fighter on this one. Or not my fighter, my racer.
Of all of the things to take inspiration from for a mining
Yeah,
ship,
surprisingly.
I
Like, honestly, I really liked the rear thrust pack on that. I was looking at it and I was going, I really like that. So yeah, I think I'm gonna take some inspiration. Visually, that thrust pack is really nice.
Choice, but okay. Well, if you're sure, I guess.
Yeah, I honestly really like that rear thrust pack on the racer, and I think it'll look pretty nice on here. For the time being. I need pipes at this level.
Access granted.
like what I did earlier better, actually.
Second thoughts.
Yeah, second and third thoughts. Just going, do I like this? Kind of. Do I like it better? Not really.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay.
Yeah, that looks nice. Okay, so side to side, up, down, forwards. I just need backwards thrust. Okay.
Oh, I haven't even touched first yet. First is kind of the least of my concerns at this exact moment.
That's fair.
This feels like I'm making something in Factorio, actually. To a slight degree, this feels like Factorio.
Just a little bit.
Oh.
Okay. I think I have all my thrust in. Good. What is Factorio? Factorio is a what? Top-down factory construction game?
I don't know if I'd say it's top down. It's like 45 degrees.
Yeah.
But it is a factory construction game. Yeah.
It's 40. It's like top-down in essence.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll give you
Yeah.
that.
It's like Satisfactory, but older.
I think rewire this and put the ejectors on the sides. What could possibly go wrong there?
Do you want me to tell you?
Gravity? Is that what you're about to tell me?
Among other things.
It depends which way I'm going, doesn't it?
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
So that's sort of is right? I mean, most asteroids don't tend to have gravity.
That you know
At all.
of.
Especially in this game. Gravity is very much a premium here.
True.
Okay.
Does Factorio have combat line? I don't know.
There are biters and they will eat you.
There are biters and they will eat you. Well, there you go. There you go, Raze. I honestly have never played Factorio, so I wouldn't know.
Well, I've definitely got a mining platform at the moment.
Okay, but is it a mining ship?
It doesn't have thrusters at all yet, so no.
No.
But I'm getting there. don't know. I think it barely has it barely has actual like gyroscopes. So, but it's fine. I've got 3/4 of an hour.
I
Incidentally, you have
have
3/4 of
my
an hour.
thrust array fully completed, which is quite good.
Compromise this shape by putting thrusters there. Really like the shape of this, so I don't know. Why do we even have batteries in here? Does this one even have power currently?
Mine doesn't have power yet.
Oh yeah, it does. It totally has power. Okay. I remember where I put power. I can start building the crew layer. Or at least the layer accessible to the crew.
I'm happy that like beds are like sealable on at least 3 sides. It makes like making cabins with windows so much easier.
You're not wrong there. That's a bit better. Is there a join for it? No. It's not in this section. I gave you the curve. Give me the tip. Come on.
Uh-huh.
So annoying. Right. How many crew did we say?
3.
3 crew. Okay. Assembler and survival kits. That's what we also said. I believe I'm correct in that.
What?
I believe I'm correct in that we said assembler, refinery, and survival kit.
Yep.
Ah,
I actually quite like the cockpit of this thing, now that I'm looking at it. Now that I've actually built it. This kind of looks neat.
I have to check it out in the future. My understanding is it is made by unpleasant people, but go for it otherwise.
Is it?
Yeah, like Reddit 4chan kind of guy.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
I was not aware of that. I'm kind of glad I've never played Factorio now.
Unfortunate, really. It is a very fun game. It's just...
Just, you know, don't touch it. Or don't touch the people behind it, essentially.
Wash your hands first.
Wash your hands first, yeah.
First and afterwards.
Woof! I put a battery in and all of the thrusters ignited.
Oh.
Chunky. Ooh, standing cockpit or sitting cockpit?
Apparently you're doing the thing.
I mean, the question is, do I want the driver to fall asleep while they're piloting this thing?
Can't fall asleep if you're if you're standing, that's for sure. Or you can.
Well, you can, but...
There'll be a smaller thud before there's a much louder crash.
Yeah. I'll go for the standing cockpit, actually. Better view out of the windows. 6k channel points, and I'm not sure what to do with them. I'm not really keen on making you do sit-ups or anything. That's fair, Raze. That's fair. Okay, toilets.
Those thrusters are default ones. Can't recess them anymore there. Could recess them more there, but then they might. No, I think they might be too far. So, some frantic sounds of lying, figuring things out. Really. Do kind of like that as an underside view, though.
Okay, and we seal off that cargo container, like that we can pressurize this area.
Hi Espa, how you doing? Oh, I see, you redeemed other things, right, thank you very much. Yeah, what have I got for a treat? Let's see.
Passengers, yes.
I have a Snickers, yay!
Ooh.
Thank you very much for the Snickers. Let's try like this. Oh, I could recess this. How big is it? It is 1 too short, is what it is. Dang.
Do I prefer that? Not really, but I don't have time to really put thought to that. Okay.
40 minutes.
40 minutes? Oh,
40 minutes.
okay. I have more time than I thought.
thruster is good.
I need a door. And we will go with one of these, I think. Or not. Because apparently I can't put that there. I don't want to go with that one. Okay, hold on. Do that.
Yeah, of course that won't go there.
And we'll put bed.
That can't go there, because then it will be completely inaccessible. Right.
Beds. Those can be. Yeah, that'll do. And we can put. Shower?
No, they don't. Okay.
Those can go there. Means they cover over that section. And then we can put. Huh. There's actually going to be a decent amount of space in these rooms, by the look of it.
Mine will be
Crew
quite a
compartments.
bit more cramped.
Huh.
I think. I haven't built a tunnel bore, but I have sort of made a space invader.
Oh, interesting.
I should be able to fly this way.
I've kind of built a tunnel floor by the looks of things, anyway.
I mean, mine's not too far off, but it is not.
Hmm.
Okay, I should have hopefully enough gyros in here. Let's find out.
Okay, so if
Let's
I
be a little on the light side.
passive on that.
It's forwards. I have no idea. There we go.
And then another bulkhead door. This.
I should definitely have a camera on the bottom of this. Somewhere.
I don't know if that's probably not gonna pressurize. But somehow with space engineers, you never know.
No, you don't. Where do I put a camera? Weirdly, I can put it there, despite the fact that it will be absolutely definitely connected to nothing. Just floating.
Welcome to Space Engineers.
I'm not taking advantage of that, no.
Hmm.
Mm,
Thinking about floodlights or spotlights. I could actually. Yeah. That works.
should. Yeah. Now I can actually tell where I'm moving.
This is a very interesting looking vessel on my end.
I mean, same here. Stuck here. Oh, just because the plates are still set to auto-lock is why.
Ah.
Wonder I can't move. Okay.
Hmm.
Seriously popped this upside down. I think I have. Yep, I absolutely have. Oh well, that's what I'm dealing with, I guess.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's fine. I can deal. Okay. Right, got all the hardware in here.
Actually, I could fit individual air vents into the rooms. Might be a good idea, actually. Will it dance? Probably not. I'm probably not going to put landing gear on this one. Maybe. No idea.
Okay, gives me a nice bit of room to work with. That doesn't need to be accessible, that's fine.
this, will that... Oh my... So it does...
It does dance.
That is awful. Oh my god, there is such a massive gap, Keen. That should not pressurize. That really shouldn't pressurize.
And yes, here we are.
And yet, here we are. Okay, so I figured out the refineries do in fact pressurize in ways they really shouldn't.
Hmm.
Oh, God. And yet cargo don't. I know. It's weird. I'll put a desk there to hide the gap.
It really is very unfortunate that every time I need to try and check if something is I need to like pop down some kind of control system, I have to type into my search bar the words.
You don't, though.
Yeah. No? I guess I could type helm.
Or you could just look at it and hold control, and then scroll up.
I don't deal with your weirdo mods.
That is why I use build info lying, because it's great. It means I don't have to go into the control panel every time I want to adjust something.
Sorters, rotors, do not need to see the thrusters. Don't need to see the modules. Okay. Organize the gravity on this thing.
You know, that kind of hides the gaps, so it's fine.
But this gravity generator needs to not affect the area where the ejectors are. Need to remember that. So that everything just tumbles off into space. Perfect. Okay. This needs to be more greebly. Not that kind of greebly.
I spotted a full block air vent in the next update, which I am hopeful has conveyor ports on the side. Would be lovely.
That would be nice.
It is a suspected block, but one can hope.
Is there a block for this join? Once again, I'm asking the hard questions. The hard and probably quite disappointing questions.
I mean, if there isn't, I've probably shouted to Keen about it.
Well, I mean, I know their programmers have listened to me before.
Yeah.
Which is still weird, but it happens.
Mm.
Would that it actually like been like, hey, you've done some really cool stuff with our in-game editor. We'd like to hire you. Wouldn't that be nice?
Oh, one day.
Eh,
One day,
not a chance
perhaps.
in my life.
Though, personally, I wouldn't want to work for Marek. I've got to be honest.
Yeah, I've heard things.
Yeah.
Mostly from you, I'll be honest.
Mostly from me, yeah.
Oh, I'm an idiot.
Oh.
I was staring at this thing with big green box and everything, wondering why is mirroring not working? It's because that's not the mirroring.
That's the gravity
field.
field. Oh. Yeah. That would do it.
Okay, I can turn that off now. It's done. It's good. Gravity on, please. It's like, hang on, haven't I made like 3 sides of this already? How am I not done? And so that's why.
Found out your sibling is getting into JoJo's.
Oh,
Good luck.
which
I
JoJo's?
hear it is a ride.
Some JoJo's are more wild than others.
I assume you have experienced the JoJo's.
I am familiar to the JoJo's.
Uh-huh.
I am not experienced, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
But I know how, like, wild it can get, for sure. Is there a join for this?
That is the
I feel like there
question,
should be.
isn't it?
Seems to be the recurring question. There's that. That's not quite what I want. There we go. That's perfect. Not that I necessarily like how this is coming together, but I think it's certainly a sight, that's for sure. And at the end of the day, isn't that what we're always looking for?
Sure.
I like that because I parked this upside down relative to the station. The gravity is just sort of equalizing. Doesn't quite know what to do with itself.
I'm going to very quickly check something to see if it actually works, because I have a feeling it does, and I'm mildly terrified. Oh no, it doesn't. Oh, that's good. Right. Okay, so that doesn't pressurize. Good. Good to know. Kind of annoying, actually, but good to know. Actually, Come on. Get that there. That in there. And then...
Let's get this thing to be properly oriented.
That. That might get a little confusing. I'm free, but I'm going to keep lurking. Too much have to exist right now. That is fair, Luca. That is fair.
Mood. Themed mood.
Actually, I think I want these as the airlock. These will be the doors to the cabins. I guess that'll do. Thanks. Let me just do that. It'll have that gap there, but I'm not fussed about it, to be honest. How are we looking on timeline?
15 minutes.
15 minutes? Alright. I need a counter and a kitchen.
May have to hurry a little bit here. It'll be good.
Ah, right. I'm going to need an oxygen tank.
We are. I, of course, definitely thought about that already.
Uh-huh. And
it
you're
hasn't
not
just
rushing
occurred to me
to
that I
find
have
an
nothing
oxygen
here.
tank area? Ugh.
Eh. Why are the oxygen tanks so massive?
I mean, in fairness on large grid, they're pretty small, but...
Hydrogen is. I'll do it.
Connectors are used to eject things on large grid, right?
Yes, there's a throw out option on them.
Okay. Oh yeah, no, I have plenty of cargo on this thing, Raise. I have plenty. Like, there's one large cargo container, and then there's like probably a dozen small cargo containers as well. So, yeah, plenty of cargo storage.
Okay, that should be pressurized now. Why are you saying you're not pressurized? Ah, because of this. That's one.
And if you need to, there is a find air leak button in the air vents, which should help a little bit.
Is it the refinery?
Surprisingly, it might not be.
It totally is. 100% it's the refinery.
For me, that wasn't actually my problem. But mind you, my air leak was internal because I haven't finished everything yet.
There we go. Now we're pressurized. What is the cockpit block I'm thinking of? The control seat. You know, I tried cockpit, I tried command, I tried chair, didn't try seat. It's like it's taking an absolute age to pressurize, though.
Well, if it's one vent doing a large area, it does take a little
It
while.
really isn't. It says it's pressurized, or rather, it is attempting to pressurize, but not a lot going on here. I don't see a problem. Oh, what's going on? It's a really nice time for oxygen farms to have connections on the bottom, as well as the top. Or rather, the top as well as the bottom, depending on how you look at it. Still,
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
this inconveniences me personally and is therefore bad. So it does not help me that they're so freaking long. Yeah, they're just constantly flooding. They're not really actually sealing. What's going on here? Air scan, no leaks. And yet,
Do you have enough oxygen in the oxygen tank to seal the area?
that's about the only thing I could think of was the problem. At some point, I must have hecked things up a little bit because there is apparently no oxygen tank at all.
Oh, yeah, that would explain it.
Oh, symmetry mode probably destroyed it.
That does happen. Okay, what did we need? Okay, large grid, yeah. Booth 3, kitchen toilets done. Cargo done. Auto detect survival kit. Okay.
But the oxygen tank isn't airtight. Ah.
Yeah, that'll do it.
I'm seeing the problem now. Of all things, to not be airtight. Surely that's like the most important thing to be airtight, in fact.
You would think that, but no.
You're
No,
right.
it's not.
Thirsty walk.
Survival kit. Okay. What
Like a kitchen
else?
right next to
Am I
an
missing
oxygen tank,
anything
nothing could
else?
go wrong.
Binary assembler. Nope. That. Okay. So now it's just seal it up. And drills. Anything
Right,
pushing
yes, you
back.
still haven't done drills of all things.
Yes. It is the one thing I'm missing. So.
Okay, well, this is cozy as all hell, but it should work.
Mm-hmm.
So, time for paint, I think. Really quickly, because there's 20 seconds on the clock.
20 seconds? Really?
Really?
Jesus.
Okay, right, make this. Let's go for a full Space Invader look, maybe.
Oh, bugger, I turned off the mirroring.
Well, Godspeed.
It's fine, I noticed it before I did any massive pieces.
Right, it's not my fanciest bit of color work, but it'll suffice, I think. Kind of looks like a pair of trousers,
Oh,
Yeah, I think I've accidentally put my ship in jeans.
interesting.
Belts
Congratulations,
and
I
all.
think.
Right, that is time though.
I'm almost done. Missing basically just parts of the hull.
Oh, you. Symmetry mode, why? Symmetry mode has removed my refinery.
Oh, that's kind of important.
Yep. And my assembler.
Yeah, those are kind of important, Lying. Do you want an extra 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Do you mind if I take an extra 5 minutes? I haven't finished building yet.
Absolutely, go for it. What a menace.
I'm thankful that I don't need to remove anything. I'm just doing hull shaping at this point.
I was just idly looking down here, seeing if I could squeeze in a squeeze in an antenna, and the next thing I discover is that.
Hmm. There is a point. I don't have an antenna yet. Beacon will probably do, though. I'm not planning on remote controlling this thing, so beacon should be fine.
We hope. Can't be placed there. Let's go. There we go. It's a bit wonky though. It gives a character. Is what I'll say.
Sure.
Just now symmetry mode can come back on. As long as you behave. Right, other than setting up my sorters, I think this is good.
I'm... Hold on, my music's turned off. There we go. The front on that ship looks like a train. It does a bit. It's got a bit of a train vibe. Not a bad thing.
Alright. Trains are cool.
Mm.
Show HUD. So many antennas in this area. Okay. Taurus. That's a pair of floating arms, I guess? Solar panels?
Yeah, the solar panels that I need to affix to the Taurus later on.
Okay. The ones are the ones I care about. So 7 is one of them. Don't need to be able to see the toilet inside of this HUD. I have no need of knowing who is currently on the Jean. Slightly wish I'd used specifically different conveyors when I was doing different sorters, because then at least they'd be different. Like they'd have different names.
Hmm.
8 is over. Nine and 10. So all of you can... Ugh, filters is right, yes, they can't actually be given their own thing. Okay, stone, can't clone them, that'd be nice. Stone. Stone. And one more time. Stone. They just want to do the inverse, blacklist stone. There. Got all my sorters set up.
Nice. you be another cargo container, and you can have a vent. There we go. Now, find me my ask. Where is it? Is it because I've left the door open? No,
Possible.
it's because of this door. Okay, that's fine. That's an easy fix. It does mean that I won't have the nice looking doors, though.
Oh dear.
How's that? Now you're taking me right there. We'll just use... those. And now we are pressurized. Lovely.
Hooray!
Okay.
Right. Welcome, big chocolate. Love. All of that looks fine. Okay. I think my ship, such as it is ready.
I am adding some tiny little decorations, but otherwise it's ready.
Okay. Will I bring mine around?
Sure, why not?
That's over because I haven't turned it back from the station. What are we gonna call this, chat? What do we think? Hmm? Do we have
Actually,
notions?
that is a good question, chat. What are we calling our train-like creation?
I'm gonna go with that.
The subway. No, I'm not calling it the subway, Lydia. It's a terrible idea. No.
I mean, they've got you there. I think I'm either winning this by sheer comedy or I'm losing this. Not sure which. I'm really curious to see what you've built.
Well, we will find out in a moment, I suppose.
I should have maybe oriented the captain's seat a bit better. Oh, well. Guessing Pain Train is equally bad? Yeah, I'm gonna say so.
I mean, it is kind of train-shaped, but no.
Yeah, we've definitely gone for different designs here. For different eposes. Different epos. Well, meet you down at the asteroid, I guess.
Alright. Sorry, I'm just touching up the interior because I wasn't happy with it.
It's mostly doing me in here as my paint job, but... Besides, the paint job doesn't look half bad. I could maybe have done a bit more work with the legs, but I didn't have time. make a cockpit?
No, I did make a
base.
cockpit. I needed to get to it. Oh, right. I also need to unlock the claws.
Yes. Have you actually made something that's too big to be contained properly?
Yeah, I actually have.
Oh, wow.
I need to unlock the claws to actually get it out of the area. Okay. So you're down at the asteroid, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm en route. I need to turn my signals on. There was something I forgot.
Did you forget gyros?
I forgot gyros, yes. Oh, why is that floating away? God damn it.
I stand corrected. I might actually have a better chance than I thought. It's not the strongest lock, but it'll suffice. Well, I've got my antenna on. When you're ready.
Yeah, sorry. Just doing quick repairs that I didn't notice things had disconnected.
Okay, definitely got oxygen. Definitely got power. Got plenty of thrust, especially in the two most important angles. Yeah, the legs. And I would have preferred to have this be more of a curved design, like a dome, but that wouldn't have fit inside the space we had. So.
Why is this suddenly depressurized?
You tell me.
Game.
Well, mine's depressurized, so I forgot to close the
Why
doors.
is that? Why is that becoming? Oh, I see what it's. Okay. Got it. There we go. Right. Fix. Locks coming loose. Got it.
So you did go with hydrogen, as ever.
Yes, I did.
You've gone for saying you didn't want to take any inspiration from my ship. You've ended up with something very much like my original ship.
I wouldn't go that far. This is very different in
It's a
visual
long
aesthetic.
cylinder with a rotating drill bit at the end.
I mean,
That is exactly what the lad is.
I mean, if you want to say that, you could say that about basically any mining ship. So,
Yeah, with ejectors on the bottom as well. Why do you have collectors of all things?
oh, when I added the collectors, my first thought was like, well, what if someone is drilling like outside the mining ship? They probably want to be able to deposit their stuff quickly.
Okay, why would they be drilling outside of
Collectors.
Okay.
So yeah. Okay.
Right, so you've gone with a tunnel bore, basically.
I've gone with the tunnel bore with additions, essentially.
How have you ended up building the Batship, the Batmobile again?
I kind of have, haven't I?
Yeah.
A little bit. It's the fins on the back. It's always the fins on the back.
Points off for repetition.
Let's see what you've got, Lang.
Okay, so mine is more like landing on the exterior of an asteroid and then digging into it.
Yours is more like a drill rig than a drill pit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
you
works.
land, you extend, you mine, basically.
Let me just get in here. It's a little difficult because now I'm fighting another planet. I'm fighting another gravity generator
Huh.
from somewhere.
Yeah, that would be mine. Mine isn't set properly yet.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you'll like my drill bit because it's very much like the one you built on the Agarus. So
Oh, it's a little bit like that. Oh, I see. You're using the reinforced hinges.
yep, because it gets me more
enough.
surface area, so I can
Yeah.
actually make a full like hollow 8x8, a full hollow 3x3.
Ooh, those drills are mighty close, though. I suppose
Together,
subgrid
or
damage is off, so it doesn't matter. But
subgrid damage is off, but also like the intent is that it would start to dig down first, and then when the drills are actually underneath, it'll actually start to do the other stuffs.
and then come back up. Okay, so it's like
Yeah,
you lower on
compare
your
where the,
pistons.
Exactly.
Huh.
Yeah, compare where the drills are relative to these when they're actually retracted.
Hmm. Yeah, okay, I see. You're not gonna get much depth, though, I feel.
About 10 meters. It's enough to get plenty, and fairly wide digging range as well. Also, depth is the last thing I want to hear from you who built a tunnel bore.
I mean, that's kind of the intention
you are
for
a-
depth on this.
You are, of course, going to bring up the thing that yours expressly is better with.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
How
Hold
much
on.
storage
Let
you
me
got?
adjust the gravity range so that you're not dealing with that.
What's your cargo capacity?
I will tell you in a second once I've adjusted this.
Because I have 1.6 million liters.
I'm gonna have to calculate it properly because there are multiple different like cargo containers across the whole thing.
Right, let me bring out my calculator to get the exact figure then. Let's see. Yeah. 1,687,500 liters of capacity.
Okay.
Plus a bit extra for refineries, assemblers, and blockers and whatnot.
Make a note of that figure because I'm having to go check. Cargo. So one large industrial. Okay, no, hold on. Let me check the inventory. Cargo. Give me a calculator and let me check how many. Oh god, that's actually quite a lot.
I feel like I maybe should have. Yeah. If I added some remote controls, this might be a bit easier to control because I've got a flat area at the top, which is crew quarters, but that's not the best orientation to be using when you're actually landing the thing. But yeah, it's fine. Now that I've seen the whole maybe call it the lawn dart, it's not nearly pointy enough for a lawn dart.
No, it really isn't. Okay, hold on. Calculator. I need a calculator. Okay, so small cargo is how many of these do I have? Oh fuck! I can't. Ah! 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. 18, 19, 20. 20 small and 1 large, which gives me a total. I quickly bring up the calculator. 15625. 20. plus 421,875. Okay, so I have a lower cargo capacity of 734,375.
That a lot of good that's going to do. You'll be tunnelable then.
Well, you say that.
You built the thing that is built to get the absolute highest imaginable yield short of mining away a literal entire asteroid. And mine has higher capacity than yours.
Yes, but in fairness, mine has like a decent amount of capacity. What was yours at? Like 2 million?
1.6 million.
1.6 million. So that's what, 4 large cargoes?
Yep.
Okay, so mine is 1 large cargo and 20 small cargoes. There's not really space within mine. However, this is a big however, I have 2 refineries and 2 assemblers.
You don't need 2 refineries and 2 assemblers, though. You just need
2 refineries
you just need
means
one.
double the speed at half the power usage.
Eh,
So I can refine things faster, and ore takes up a lot of space.
you're not
Whereas
wrong. I also have
ingots don't.
I have a reactor and solar panels. So
I have a reactor and a hydrogen engine.
I don't really need to be in a hurry.
Yeah, I have a reactor
So
and a hydrogen engine.
if you have a reactor
so...
and a hydrogen engine, then that, whilst also you're burning hydrogen for your main like fuel,
Yeah,
there is a
much
solid chance that you are dead in space.
How many days
Currently,
of power?
5-6.
5-6 days of power.
Currently, yes.
I have 8.
Well, if I'm staring at the sun, I will not ever run out of power.
That's fair, but asteroids and the sun move. You won't always be on the same side.
I mean, as long as I can just turn, if I like, there's basically no way I'll end up dead in space. Here, is my point.
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. Mine is more of a return to ship after mining sort of thing. Whereas yours can do more mining for less, as it were. Okay. I mean, I suppose we have to judge this somehow. Let's take a look at interiors first, though.
Okay, right. I get this distinct feeling you're going to win on that part, because we'll see.
Well, let's take a look at yours first, and then we'll go do mine.
Okay.
If I can figure... What the...
What?
Why is...
What's that?
Oh, right. No, never mind. Never mind. Don't worry about it. I'm just looking at something and going, why is that like that? It's fine. Okay. Where is the entrance to yours?
At the front, as one might expect.
I can't tell what is the front of this thing, so...
It could be worse. I was originally going to try and make it circular.
Good luck with... What am I... Okay. Kitchen.
Working man's area. Yep.
Okay.
Kitchen right next to an oxygen tank. Nothing could go wrong.
Couch. Jukebox.
We've established that this is more of a portable station and requires is built for longer stays. It makes sense for that to be creature comforts.
Okay, fair enough. Shower. Yeah, toilet, fair enough. 3 beds. Okay, fair enough. Alright. Let's take a look at mine, shall we? Yours is a little sparse, I've got to be honest. However, you might have me beat on one thing.
Oh? Did you forget crew quarters or something?
I didn't forget crew quarters. So, welcome to... You walk in, kitchen. Decent kitchen, with kitchen counter and sink.
Welcome to Kursk after the explosion. It is pitch black in here.
Is it?
Yeah, I can't see a damn thing.
I suppose I haven't adjusted the lights.
Your
survival
lights are
kit down
focused.
here. Engineering bay with visuals onto the
I
main
feel like I'm
tank.
investigating the Mary Celeste. Okay.
You've got the assemblers up here.
Uh-huh. Is old Whitey gonna like float past fairly soon?
We head up here for the main bridge section. Standing cockpit and 2 sitting cockpits. Toilets on the side. And then in here we have the crew quarters. So
Okay, I see one.
one,
Is there another over here?
2 here. Now,
Okay.
I'm looking
Good.
at this now and I'm going, I've missed something. And I realize what I've missed. What I've missed is a 3rd bed.
Yeah.
Now, I was originally going to rationalize it
Are
as...
you gonna rationalize this as hot bedding?
I was originally going to rationalize it as, like, one person is on duty at all times, right? Sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, one person is always on duty, 2 others are sleeping, etc., etc. I'm looking at that now and I'm thinking that doesn't really work. So I'm just going to do this.
Well,
It's a little bit more cramped,
you failed,
but you know.
failed there.
Now there's 4 beds because mirroring was still up. Now,
Whenever it comes to making a tightly packed ship like this, where you
It is a
cannot
bit-
have things be 100% symmetrical interior,
Yeah.
mode is so annoying.
it's kind of difficult. Like I was looking at everything as I was finishing this up, and I was like, that seems about right. And then I remembered that we need 3 crew quarters, and I was like, I've missed something. It's a problem.
I'm getting the impression that might not be the only thing you've missed.
Oh,
Hang on.
what am I missing?
So you have double the refineries.
Mm-hmm.
You have double the assemblers.
Yeah.
Where do you access the inventory?
What do you mean? You access it through the survival kit.
You can access the survival kit screen. How do you pull things out of the inventory?
You can actually pull things out through the survival kit screen.
Seriously? That doesn't make
Yeah.
any sense at all.
Yeah, that is actually something that you can do.
That
But
doesn't make sense
additionally,
at all.
you can access the inventory through the cargo containers next to the assemblers, if you need to, on both sides.
I mean, imagine, yes.
So
was
yeah,
that?
there is inventory access.
Okay, just making sure. Because like that would be a tremendous whoopsie for you, wouldn't it?
Not really. Like, you don't need to access the inventory on a mining ship.
Well, if you're the whole point of having the refineries and the assemblers here was so that you could make repairs.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
So if
Fair
you
enough.
can't actually access the inventory, then it's completely pointless.
Yeah, no, I agree with you on that. What I'll
I guess you could
do.
float outside and access it by the connectors, but
Yeah, what I'll probably do is I'll put the last like piece, as it were, the last crew quarters down here in the engineering section.
yeah, right next to the reactor and whatnot.
Yeah, why not?
How many ejectors do you have?
Only 2.
Okay, well, I'm
Technically
double
4
less.
if you count the ones on the sides, but the ones on the sides aren't sorta coded, as it were.
Right,
They're
I'm 4. I'm 100% 4.
Okay, but like, what are you ejecting? Is the question.
Stone,
Why?
because it's way less useful than ore on every metric.
But you can still
I
process
can-
it.
You can process it, but there's not really much point.
I guess. Okay, so wait, someone else is using this ship? Oh, I see, you're in. Right.
I see. Why are there hinges in your drill head?
Okay, so the hinges were an interesting idea that I had, right?
Right. I'm guessing
Um,
this didn't pan out.
No, it's... Well, I haven't tested it, is the thing.
Oh, boy.
So,
Okay.
the idea was... I could set the lower limit to about -10, right? And then the upper limit to about +10. And then, when I extend the piston, right?
Right. Why do you even have a piston if you built a tunnel bore?
Okay, and...
That's a completely superfluous detail.
Tools... So we've got the tunnel bore, right?
Yep. It's just gonna make it wibblier.
Wibblier? I mean, it shakes a little, but not by much. Okay, so let me quickly group the hinges.
You are practically begging Clang to just murder you right now. Even more so than me, which isn't unusual.
Save. Okay, so groups, hinges, reverse. Okay, so if we do very quickly velocity of -1.
Do you have lock on?
Yeah. No, I don't actually. Oh no, I do. Never mind. So, this is essentially the idea I had. It means that I get a slightly larger catchment area with the hinges, right? But if I'm drilling in directly, I can bring them in closer to have this slightly smaller catchment area, essentially. And then I can spin the rotor.
Which isn't spinning currently. There we go.
It is now. And then all of that together gives me a decent area of catchment to actually do a decent amount of core drilling.
I think just a static would have been perfectly fine given the size of the thing.
I wanted to be a bit fancy about it. You know me.
Well, you definitely have me beat on interior. You definitely have me beat. I feel like you have me beat on paint job. But mostly because I ended up accidentally making a pair of jeans.
You did kind of end up making a pair of jeans, I'm not gonna lie. It's
if a drilling station wore pants, would it wear them like this?
I mean, if it has 4 legs, apparently, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's... I feel like I have got you beat on paint job, just for the sheer, the industrial orange and grey kind of thing. Mine does feel quite a bit more industrial than yours does.
Mine's a bit more. Mine's definitely a lot more worn between the dust and the rust kind of aesthetic. But
visually, I have you beaten on interior. However, I am missing a bed.
You are missing a bed, and also
a bed.
As you pointed out, you have to siphon crafted components for repairs through a screen.
No, not through a screen. You can do it through the cargo connectors, or not connectors, the cargo ports by the assemblers as well, which is actually generally where you would get them from. You can also direct access the assemblers as well.
Completely pointless. Your piston is completely pointless.
No, it's not pointless. It keeps the drills from clanging into the
so just build the drill head a little more forwards.
Yeah.
There is no gain to shoving it out like this.
I like the way it looks.
There's no gain, and it just adds an extra point where Clang can screw you over by just going wild at some stage.
I think it looks good.
What happens if your drill head gets caught on something?
Then I retract it. Yeah. It also means that if my drill hits something and it breaks, my ship isn't directly in the way.
I mean, you just reverse at that stage, surely.
I mean, yeah, but the drill, reversing the piston is for finer movements, essentially. Whereas reversing, you don't have that much fine movement. I can't reverse them because you're using ship.
I have you beat by at least like 2 times when it comes to capacity, I think.
You have me beat on capacity, yes. I agree with you there.
It's kind of a significant detail.
Um,
I theoretically never have to return to base until I'm full of stuff as well.
yes, but the same could be said of me, because I'll fill up a lot quicker.
I mean,
but
as
also
long as
I
you're
can,
mining uranium or ice, yeah, you might never have to stop, but...
but also I can process things a lot quicker.
Yeah, but that's not a problem, really. Mining isn't a quick job.
Not necessarily, but if you're like mining things in like dangerous areas, you might want to be quick about it. And being able to process stuff quickly means you'll be able to store more ingots because the ore weighs a hell of a lot more than the ingots do.
Is the only place to sit down the cockpit?
You can sit down
Or
in the
beds, I
cockpits,
guess.
yeah.
You can sit down the toilets, I guess. So my having sofas is definitely a plus point. My being able to see in here is also a plus point.
I mean, if you're really that annoyed about the lights, I can change that. Like, all I have to do is this. And there you go, you have lights.
But you didn't do it in the time limit, so it's irrelevant.
Well, no, it's not irrelevant. The lights are there. It's just that I was able to see perfectly fine.
Somehow. Don't ask
I
me.
mean, at the end of the day, I think we need to leave this up to chat. Because we've both got decent things
Just about
our
every time
crafts.
that we leave it to chat, they just vote you.
Well, no, not every time. We did get a tie that one time.
That barely counts, and you know it.
Lang's being pedantic? Lang's being pedantic because he knows he's losing. They know they're losing on this one. Lang knows that they're losing, and they are trying to claw back as many points as possible on this. That's what usually happens. Whenever Lang knows they're losing something, they try and claw back as many points as possible through tiny little details. It is true. It's exactly what you're like.
No, it's not true because it's not true because I try to claw points regardless of whether I'm winning or losing.
That is also true. But, you know. Okay, well, I'm definitely winning on style.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
What have you done to my ship?
Nothing? I'm not even in your ship currently.
Oh, God. It's Space Engineers being annoying. I'm gonna have to repaste it, because... Thank you, Space Engineers. Actually, do you have any spotlights on this thing? Can you even see what you're drilling half the time?
There is a camera on the drill head, but I wasn't able to also fit in a spotlight at the same time.
So you have no way to see exactly what you're drilling?
Except that I'm not designed to be going inside of an asteroid.
True, but there could be something on the outside of an asteroid that you don't want to drill. That is true.
I have the filters.
That is true, Lord Grayscale. I have the capability to get inside an asteroid to actually get to the ores within it, instead of just sitting on the surface.
But that was not part of the objective.
The objective was to build a mining ship. Mine is technically the better mining ship because it can get to more ores.
Only because you're grading it as being like, who made the best tunnel bore?
No, we're grading it as who built the best mining ship. Do I have any modded blocks on this ship? No, I do not. Actually. Yeah, no, I don't have any modded blocks.
I have exactly one, and it could just
you could just replace the hinges with normal hinges, yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true. I have 3 total ones then. And yes, I absolutely could replace them easily. Well, there's the two reinforced hinges on the drill head, and then there is the armored camera at the front of this. That could just easily be swapped. No problem.
Okay. Well, okay. With all of that in mind, Do we leave it to chat? I think we leave it
Yeah.
to chat.
Every time we ask chat, they just decide.
Are
like,
you
lose this
afraid
because-
you'll lose, Lying?
No, I'm afraid that because you start an hour earlier, you've got more viewers than I do, so you naturally win.
I mean, no, I really don't. Like, I actually have less viewers near the end of the stream because I start an hour earlier. So,
Well, if your number's bigger than 1, it's still more. And also, anybody on your stream is naturally going to vote for you.
the steam train or the jeans, everyone.
Excuse you, it's called the Barnacle.
It looks like a pair of jeans. You said
Only
it yourself.
because I accidentally blew. Only because I accidentally blew myself here. That's all that happens.
And there are things that I would like to change about this. Probably.
Same. If I wasn't already pushing the size limits.
You are kind of pushing the size limit in regards to lying. No. How dare you? I don't have a blueprint of that thing yet. Oh. Yours does feel a bit like a breaching pod, though, doesn't it?
A little bit. I can see what you mean with that, yeah. It's not quite what I would do for a breaching pod, but yeah.
It does feel a bit like a breaching pod. That I would probably okay. So I've seen some designs on like the Space Engineers like Reddit and stuff of a railgun breaching pod, and I look at them and I just go, that's just gonna core the ship.
I mean,
There will be nothing left to breach.
I mean, if it works.
Fair enough. Actually, damage is on. I want to see if this actually works.
Have you taken your copy?
I have taken a blueprint, yes.
Okay, I'll take a blueprint of mine. This is a much different barnacle than the previous barnacle I've made. Okay. I am currently at full extension. Here we go.
You have immediately disconnected from the ship.
Yeah, because I thumbed the wrong key, but it's fine.
It looks like the steam train wins. So I believe this session's point goes to me, Line. We continue on to another round.
I mean, you're the one currently getting eaten. Also,
Well,
you literally had 100% of the vote.
I did have 100% of the vote. That is true.
There is no debate had here.
Whoa! Yeah, that is definitely one way to breach the hull of a ship. It's taking a little while though. Like if I was to build, maybe that's what we should do next week. Breaching pods.
We'll need to bring a ship to actually breach.
Well, I've got a couple of ships that we can try and breach.
I get the distinct impression that as soon as this tears through whatever's at the bottom there, it's gonna be a time.
It is having a bit of trouble with it though, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not sure why. What's it got? What's it at? Oh, it's at the refinery. That's probably what it's doing.
It's at the speed module, but it's not actually doing any damage to the speed module, weirdly.
Wow. Is the next question.
I
Things.
don't know. I honestly have no idea.
Huh.
It's weird. Well, ladies and gentlemen, a 4th victory to me. I'm very happy about that. It means we get to continue this. Still only counts as 1, but you know, it's a victory nonetheless. We're 4 to 5. If you win the next one, you win overall.
Yeah.
But if I
yeah,
win,
that's true.
we might end up with a... Well, it'll technically be a tie until one of us wins, so... So either we have one more stream of this, or we have 3 more streams of this. Which will be fun, I think. No, it's not 3 more streams. 2 more streams of this. Whatever. I'm enjoying them, regardless. Like, it is really fun to build these sorts of things with the time limit and everything.
I think I see what's going on. There's like a girder or something here that's just like not going away.
Yeah,
Somehow.
it's right in the middle of all your drills, so it's just not getting touched. It was kind of funny.
It's meant to rotate, and they're meant to have a wider range than that, but okay.
Well, they're not spinning, so...
My rotor is set to go, it just won't.
Is it locked?
No?
Oh, then.
Not a
Well.
clue. Not a clue.
Ladies and gentlemen, and all variations thereof, I think that is all we have time for this evening. We have done a decent amount of work on this. It's been interesting.
Are you staring at the Taurus?
No,
When
actually,
you say a decent amount of work on this.
No, I'm staring at you and mine's ships. But yeah. For now, though, ladies and gentlemen, I think it is a good time to call it for the evening. I thank you all very much for joining us this evening. It has been interesting. We will be back next week as usual, probably, unless Lying has something that comes up and hits them in the face.
Wait, why do you sound like you're wishing me ill?
I'm not, but you did have the doctor's appointment yesterday, which meant that you missed yourself rolling a nat 20 and killing the main boss.
Sod's law, that.
It really is. But yeah, thank you all very much for joining us this evening, everyone. You can find Lying's socials and all of their stuff over on their channel at twitch.tv/lying, at youtube.com/lyingtube, and patreon.com/lyinginbedmon. Or is it's twitch.tv/lyinginbedmon as well, isn't it? Yeah, it is.
It's Twitch is Lying at Bedmon, Twitter is Lying at Bedmon, YouTube is Lying Tube.
Yeah. You can find them at all of those links, you can find me at all of my links linked below the stream. And for now, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to leave you with Directed Energy, who's currently playing Space Engineers. Thank you all very much for joining us this evening, everyone. Have a very good evening, and a very good night.
Still only counts as one. Only as one.